What's good, fam? It's your boy Matt, and we're back with another video, and boy do I need a haircut. Haven't made a video in a couple of days. I usually have these like breaks, as the title of this video said, saying goodbye to a friend. The situation is that yesterday we had to take one of our dogs to the vet and put him down. He became worse. He has been having cancer for a while now. He got to be 12. He got cancer when he was 5. He had surgery to remove the back, around his butt or the tail, and he got this surgically removed, and it looked fine. That was before we got him. When we got him, was about, he had just turned 6 or so, and we actually got him for free. Like, the person that had him couldn't have him anymore, and he got really good along with Tinkerbell, our other dog that we have since she's been a puppy. So he has moved in with us, and he spent his last 6 years with us. And last year, right about when COVID started, my mom was actually in Spain, and she planned on staying in Spain for a while, because she had like a place to live and stuff like that. But Alphonse, the dog that we had to remove now, he got sick. He had started to show cancer lumps around the tail, around the butthole, and around the same place there. It was removed before, and so she decided to come home because one of our friends, my dearest friends, my family, he's like the best veterinarian that you could ever ask for. He has this really awesome place, and we wanted him to be treated there. So she made a trip home, and for the past year we have been looking at him, treating him with a new kind of thinking, a new way of thinking with cancer treatment. You start out with a very low doses and you gradually go up, and we have been able to keep him on a low doses and still be able to attack the cancer in a way that it hasn't started to eat him up, because if you know anything about cancer medicine, or if you have own experience, or anyone that has cancer, is that the drug is designed to kill your cells, and in that way kill the cells that has been taken over by the cancer, right, before the cancer get it. So you're basically giving your pet something that is destroying their body, right? So we're starting at an extremely low doses, because when you go to the high doses you start feeling like crap. You cannot eat, you cannot go to the bathroom, and that's not quality of life. And so straight away when we got the information that we have to give him the cancer medicine, we couldn't have him surgery. We couldn't put him through surgery due to the place of the tumor. So basically I put him down there and there, or try a very small dose of cancer medicine and see if it would make a difference, and that way he could just live a normal life. So we decided to go with the second option and just give it a try, because he was still feeling so good and the cancer was so early in the stage coming back. So it wasn't like he was feeling bad or anything, it was just like we noticed a lump. And so we did this for a year, and there were a few times we upped the doses a little bit. I think now when we put him down, he was still like under the normal dose that they would start on, right? So that is how little he got. But we had decided that when we got to a certain point, we weren't gonna just up the doses to have the cancer lump hold for a couple of weeks or a month. We had decided that next time, or whenever we get to above this point, it's done. Then we're just gonna let him rest. That's where we believe that if we go further than this, he might start to be affected by the medicine, and we want him to feel good. We want him to go out on top. So that's basically where we were at earlier this week. We were off celebrating midsummer. The dog was doing great. The cancer had actually gone down. Everything looked super fine. And on Sunday he started acting really crazy. He was feeling really anxious, walking around, and we didn't know, he didn't want to sit down anywhere. He didn't really know what he was going to do with himself. So we take him to the vet on Monday. Emergency appointment. Turns out he has eczema, and You know, it's basically like a wound that he has gotten from, because sometimes he licks his wound even though what, like when we're not watching, and so there's moist in there. You know, it will start to grow, it's eczema because it's moisty and it needs to be dry. So that started to bother him too, and that's when we realized that at the same time when they checked that, they saw another small cancer lump, not on the inside, because the cancer can grow both on the outside and the inside. If it grows on the inside, it will tear down the body. If it grows on the outside and it doesn't cause any wound, the dogs will really not even know that it's there, you know. So then we are standing in a situation where the dog now has eczema, which is kind of painful. It's treatable. It's not that bad, but in the context of the whole picture, that he has gotten a little bit of cancer increasement or whatever you want to call it. We decided that instead of just hiring the dose and see what happens in a couple of weeks, we decided, there is no point in doing anything anymore, because the eczema would be cured in 3 weeks, and by that time, maybe you would have had to raise the cancer medicine even more, and something else will turn up. So we're just like putting out small fires, and in the by themselves, they're not that bad, but in the larger picture, they all add up. So we decided to remove him. Sunday we saw his condition. Monday we went to the vet with the emergency appointment. The day after that, Tuesday, which was the day before yesterday, we made up our mind, and yesterday before our lunch we just removed him, and it was rough. I've been crying a lot. I'm not crying right now, so if anyone's watching this, most likely will think I don't care, but I do. I don't really cry that much. I cried a lot yesterday, and I thought about maybe I should film this yesterday, but the people in my family has been taking this really hard. Minnie has been devastated, so I felt that instead of filming to get some tears on YouTube, I'm just gonna stay with her and make sure that she feels better. And she doesn't really feel better today. She just went to work because she want to take minor things. Her boss actually gave her like a day off to like relax and feel better, but she wants to be busy, and everyone has their own way of dealing with grief. So that's basically what's been going on. We had a great weekend and all that stuff. We come home, we're super happy and tired. We've been out camping, and the dog is sick, so you have to jump into there. And it's so easy to just look on the situation like this small, but like if you just up this dose and we do this, it will get better. But when you step out, you have to take out, hold yourself and pull yourself out of the bubble and see what the hell is going on with the bigger picture. Not what are we treating this thing, who are we treating, how is he feeling, and I tell you, the last 2 days he aged more the last 2 days than he did the last year. So it was time. We dug him a great grave with the digger, so we have the resources to do that. That's no problem. We went to the vet, a place where he loves to be, because he loves the vets, and my friend is the vet. I'm eternally grateful. Cannot be easy to put down your friend's animal while they're in there crying, and I love that animal, he loves my animal, like it's all a big mess. She tried to stay professional, but as soon as the dog was asleep, we all basically cried. But the dog needs to see the vet, being, or us all, you need to stay strong for your animal, so that they don't feel they're not supposed to leave this earth or this life worried about us, because animals, they're selfless. They don't give a shit about themselves. They care about us, right? And so that they care about us every day for the whole life, and so for that moment we need to be selfless and be strong for them. So once he was asleep, we just cried like crazy. So you give him one shot that he falls asleep, you pet him, you hear him snore a little bit, you let him like cool down, and let everything, like all the anesthesia, sink into his body so he doesn't feel anything. He was on the floor. We put him on the table. We put the other injection, which basically stops his breathing, to make sure that he becomes brain dead and cannot feel anything, right? No stimuli. And then 2 other shots of narcos, and like an overdose, and the heart stops within like 2 seconds. It went painless for him, and everything was, everything it couldn't have gone better. It's super sad. It feels so empty. Like I see him all over the place. I hear him sometimes. Uh, but this is the way it had to go. This is no time to be selfish. So, you know, you do the right for the animal that's been loving you since conditionless since day one. So we got to say goodbye to our friend. It's been a big process. My mom is devastated. Mini is devastated. So we've got to take care of each other and stuff like that. I just wanted to put this out there. I don't know why. It's like 10 minutes rant for some guy close to a camera, talking about, you know, losing one of his best friends or his best friend. You know, I have 2 dogs, so I can't really say my best friend, but you know, they're both my best friends. You know, we actually took him in because our other dog, Tinkerbell, she used to live with another dog that we had, but always when we have dogs, it's been like 5-6 year difference. You know, like one dies, we get another. Always like, you know, that age difference. But Tingling or Tinkerbell, she was really depressed after we lost the other dog, Julia. And so we got Alphonse to basically keep her company, and so they can basically live and play together and die together. And now Alphonse died not too early. Well, he was 12, and that's usually the age where, you know, these kind of dogs, Finnish patch dog or Laplander, that's when they go basically. Tingling is like a piece of wonder, so hopefully we'll have her for quite a bit, but she'll probably just become depressed again and not eat and not be happy. So we need to see what we're gonna do about that. Life goes on. Right now, I'm just feeling a lot of grace and happiness and thankfulness that we were able to do the right thing. We were able to do what's best for him. He was in pain. He didn't even want to move. He was like the barkiest dog ever. And like before we left, he barked like 3 times at my mom, and then like, I don't have the energy for this. So it was time. And I just thought I'd show you guys the the grave. It's not, it's right now it's a lot of, you know, just dirt, but we put some flowers here. Some roses that I'm gonna take, and now I'm gonna water it. I'm just gonna go inside, upload this video, and I'm just gonna end this clip with just a bunch of different pictures of little Alfie, and I'll just record the next video, which about fixing this place, my childhood place, which needs a lot of work, but I'm stoked. Thank you guys for watching.